Right.
Crazy.
But yeah, congratulations on your film coming out. It is amazing. I watched it over the weekend. How has this release been for you guys? And how has it been just having it out finally? Zach, do you want to start first?
Sure. I will lead the I'm stoked. This is a dream come true. I mean, I think it's being really received quite well, and I think it's an important story, and it's a movie that when I read it, I kind of hoped it would turn out a certain way, and it seems to be turning out that way, which, as all of these people on this screen can probably tell you, that is very rare. So that's cool. I'm gonna hand it off to this amazing, talented cast. Say some things, guys. I'm stoked.
I'm thrilled too. I loved it when I read it on the page, and seeing it come off the screen and being there and having the audience just get it. It makes me cry. It's fantastic. I think the thing is the importance of it, right? The simplicity of how mental illness can really affect your body. You'd be surprised with the mind, right? And this is just that people have just received it with open arms up to now. Knock wood.
It's pretty crazy how we call it mental illness, as though the head is disconnected from the body. Yeah. Like mental health and health are not the same thing. They are actually. It's one unit, you guys. It's weird that we have such a disconnect in terms of care for one or the other. So
yeah, I mean, obviously you guys have done a lot of movies and TV shows, but what was it about this script that made you want to get onto this project? Devin, I'll start with you.
I mean, I loved the script, and I met with Addison on Zoom, and then I met with Zach. Zach, you and I met for like a Zoom date.
Yeah.
And we were both Pisces, and I was like, oh, he's a Pisces? Okay, I have to do this now with a fellow Pisces. And we just, we got on really well. And I think, I really just believed the relationship. And I've said before, but I've been both Will and Luke in relationships. So there was part of me that really right away was like, oh, I know this in my bones. Like, I know this dynamic. And and then I just was excited to see that someone like Zach was going to play Will. So it was great. It was it was exciting. I mean I auditioned and was hoping that they would cast me, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Adam, how about you?
Yeah, I read the script, and it spoke on a couple of things that I'd never seen addressed so specifically before. The main one, which I related to, was there are a lot of resources and institutions that will encourage you to get help. They say, go, ask for help, don't be afraid. But they don't say what to do if you work up the courage, which can often be the hardest thing a human being can ever do, and ask for that help and then not receive it, or receive condescension or distrust or disbelief. And it happens disproportionately to people of color and to ethnicities and to women. And there's nothing that says where you're supposed to go once that happens. And the idea that you're supposed to keep fighting and keep struggling, it's almost impossible. And I've been in that situation where you speak to a doctor and you feel like things are really starting to clear up, and then the second you walk out the door, you're like, what the fuck did they just say? I have no idea, and I have no idea where to go. And I honestly don't know how you find the courage to keep going and keep seeking and keep fighting when you're not receiving it in return. So when I read that script, it just it really, really spoke to me. And also when I saw the cast list, and it consisted of either people I admire from afar or people that have been very, very important in my life as an artist and as a man growing up, and then people like Zach, who you meet, and I think I've met him like 3 times now, and he's been 3 different people each time I met him, and I have a crush on all 3.
Oh, come on,
it
man.
says something for Addie when you see that streamlined taste, and you can just immediately trust someone when they have a vision like that, and when their taste aligns with yours. You just are so happy that somebody has a fucking vision. I'm so happy to follow. It's just even better that I believe in it so much.
Mm-hmm. Zach, how does it feel getting all this love from everyone?
I mean, look, there, I mean, I have some amazing collaborators on the screen, all of them, A, and B, some heroes on the screen that I've, admired from afar before this project was even on the radar. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, look, it's breathtaking. I don't know. I'm having trouble processing it, honestly. Adam always makes me blush. I also have a crush on him. But the thing is like, I just, yeah, I think as an artist, I mean, to Adam's point, like I'm a poster child for like multidisciplinary work, I was trying to sneak over into like dance class at Juilliard when I was there trying to get my acting degree, and I had a terrible fucking time because they were trying to put me in a box, and I basically spent 4 years trying to be like, no, I do this and I do this and I do this and I do this, and it all informs each other. Fuck you guys. And that's kind of basically what I'm still doing. Like my music feeds my acting and vice versa. And so I think people meet different versions of me when depending on what iron is in the fire. And so it's just cool. It's cool to be able to to step into such a meaty role and such a talented cast, and come out the other side with this beautiful movie. I mean, like it's really breathtaking, because like, again, like sometimes I'm like, okay, well, this is what I have to, this is the project that I've been given. This is the thing. And as an interpretive artist in the acting world, it's like, you're not a choreographer, you're not a musician, you're a composer, you're waiting for the right thing to find you. And this project just found me. I mean, it was kismet. And so, and now I have all these cool friends that are so talented, and it's really incredible.
Yeah, I mean, the movie is super powerful and it deals with a lot of important topics, but I'm wondering, do you guys have scenes that you're most proud of in the film? Madeline or Paget, I'll start with you.
My one scene I am most proud of. I think I killed it. I think it was perfect casting at a moment in the movie where you need to know the difference between hallucination and reality. They cast a middle-aged lady with gray hair. Can't get more real than that. I'm proud of it. Madeline?
Oh, girl, come on.
I can say I have a crush on Paget and that I love her.
I have a crush on Madeline.
I have a crush on like everybody, but definitely Paget. She's extra special. I really like the scene where Will is asking for time off and Blossom denies him that. It's like Adam was saying, it's really difficult and scary to ask for time off from an employer when you need that money. And there's such an emphasis on the culture to like kill yourself for your work. And then to be denied it by an employer who should be compassionate. I hope that scene like shines a light on the way that our society is about those things in the workplace.
Mm-hmm. Devin, how about you?
You
just have a favorite scene that you're most
a favorite scene. Yeah, I'm there were so many things we're discussing that I was losing.
Devin's like, I'm not even in this movie, you guys. Why am I here?
No, by the way, I love the movie, and I've not met Adam or Paget yet, and you guys are so good in the movie, like so amazing. And
Devin, you are so good. And is it Marlena? How do I pronounce your name? Marlena?
I am completely bilingual. It is Marlene in English and Madeleine in Spanish, but you choose. I always introduce myself as Marlene, and it's so funny. People are always like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "It's Marlene," but people want to make it fancier, which
they want to make it. They want to make it Marlena.
I'm Marlene now. Marlene, you met my manager of 20 years, like Marlene. I'm like, Marlene is something that was like my father used to say. I think when I was first born, but I can't. I just give up to the universe. Whatever you feel comfortable calling me.
I wanted to just call you and Devin both extraordinarily talented because I hadn't met you yet, and this is a thrill. Oh, you guys are amazing in this. I had to do such difficult work. I'm so impressed. I've known Adam 20 years or something. Madeline's my new best friend. Zach, we've spoken and is amazing, but you guys really just did great work.
Oh, we all did. You did, Devin. You're amazing.
We clearly have to have like a disco rave dinner party at Paget's place because like, clearly
I have a
needs more of all of us in her life. That's what needs to happen.
Yes,
absolutely.
I did want to jump on the bandwagon. There was something that keeps coming up that it's serendipitous because in our last in our last interview that Addison and I were talking about, it came, we often talk about like mental health being stigmatized in society. And it's like, oh, it's so scary to be like, I have this or I have that. And it's like, as Adam was saying, it's like, whether you get that as an official, diagnosis, you actually have the courage to walk into a doctor's office and actually have somebody fucking understand you. And you have the catharsis and you're like, okay, I'm okay with where this has gone. All of that is stigmatized and can affect one's life negatively, as well as all the positive things. But what I think people don't realize is that it's a spectrum. Like, I don't know about y'all, but with anything I've dealt with in the mental health sphere, there's been times in my life where I'm like, oh, this is really hard. And then there'll be months, years where some of the behaviors or thoughts or whatever it is that I'm dealing with, it, whether it has a name or not, just isn't there. And it's like, and you're like, wait, what changed? Like, did my circumstances change and now I don't have OCD? Or is everything the same and I suddenly just don't have OCD? Like, what the fuck is that? And it's like, and so like, even when you're feeling better or you're cured, which is also like something that the jury's out on, right? Like, can you cure mental health, or are you just stuck with it? Or, are you like, I'm healed for now, right? It's like, it's a spectrum. Like a lot of things that I think we find out in society nowadays, we're finding that it's more of a spectrum. There's a lot of gray area. And even when you say like, I'm healed, I feel better, I'm not burdened by these things right now, at least, people still stigmatize you because they remember you as the guy that was going through depression, or they remember you as the person that was going through an OCD thing, or, or a bipolar diagnosis. And it's like, it's just difficult, right? It's like the whole thing is complicated, like the movie. And it's just so institutionalized and stigmatized in our society. And it's just something that I think the movie really highlights. So for whatever.
I'll jump on that. And that's where my favorite scene is. It's not one of my scenes. It's the end scene when I remember it made me cry. I was reading the thing this is just my own thing, probably too much information, but I read on my little speed bike and that's how I know if I like the script or not. Like if I don't get off that speed bike through the end of that script, I'm like, oh, I'm in, right? Because who wants to stay on the speed bike? So I'm in. But when I got to that end and they're just looking out and that little wolf person is standing there dangling his feet, to me, that's it. It's what Zach was saying. So
yeah,
I did 7 years of therapy myself. I had mental illness in my family and it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away. What happens is you're giving the tools to manage it, to handle it, to live with it, and not be frightened about it or not have to run away from it every time. And I think that moment to me, it just made me, I was like, I want to do this movie. This is really good.
That was before you saw it. You're talking about when you read the script.
I was just reading the script
That's
before
wild.
when I saw it, the same thing, but I saw it. I saw that. I was like, that's exactly what I saw when I read the script, that final thing, seeing it. I was like, yes, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the moment to me that wraps it all up, is that it goes right back to the beginning where you're like, hey, I've got this. Your character's like, I want to help you through this. I got this together, because you did at that moment, you did.
Yeah.
But one thing can trigger it, and if you're not equipped with the tools or community to allow you to navigate that without going off the cliff.
Yeah, which reminds me, like Adam, not to cut you off, Marlene. It's like Adam, when we have our scene, that doctor is such a juxtaposition to NP Chaz, which is because there's a number of doctors that we see, and then Padgett kind of comes in, with the anchor. And it's so funny because Adam's character and the way that he went about it, it's like, I actually am really hopeful, like when I first meet him, because at the end, he's like the first doctor, like, but let's order all these crazy tests. And I still don't know how you settle those words. Like, that's just like actor bread and butter. What did you even say? Like, where's my side? And I was like, what are these tests? You just nailed it every take. But it was like, but from a character standpoint, I was like, oh man, like this is the first doctor that might actually take him seriously. But of course, Will is like, withholding the whole story. So he doesn't have the courage yet, to use your example from earlier.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Adam, do you have anything to say on that and absolutely nailing your lines?
I'll bring it back to NP Chaz, because NP Chaz had a profound effect on me when I saw it. There's something about that casual crewman, that kind of like real friendly, handsome, smiling, yet very evil person. That's just you sympathize with them because you get the feeling with him that he's got hundreds of these a day, and even if he really, really cared, he could only do so much. But that guy, especially like going out of his way to leave Zach feeling like, I don't know, have fun, good luck, later. And you're just left feeling worse than when you came in, which is just really, really affected me deeply.
Yeah.
I mean, this film also showed at South by Southwest Festival, so congratulations on that. What's that like, having something that all of you worked so hard on be premiered at this huge festival? Madeline, I'll start with you, or Zach.
Go, Maddie.
I mean, I wish I got to go to the festival. I'm so sad that I couldn't go.
I know, we were mad at you.
I was mad at myself. But it's just a thrill. I mean, I'm happy that people are, first of all, when you do a truly independent film, you're always like, is anyone even going to see this? So the fact that like it has distribution, people are going to see it. I mean, and I couldn't be more proud of it. Zach and Devin, you guys were so great, had such good chemistry. I was like, really buying what you were selling, just saying.
Devin, do you have anything to say with that?
Yeah, I mean, I was so bummed not to go to South by too. I had my plane ticket, I was all ready to go, and then I got sick and I couldn't go. So I was there with you guys in spirit, and I was texting Addison like every second, being like, what's happening now? What are you guys, are you liking it? Like, is it a packed house?
Texted me too, but I probably had too many margaritas while watching the movie. So.
No, I didn't. I knew you guys were so, as you should be. You should be wrapped up in everything going on there. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing to see. Like Maddie said, like I've done a lot of independent films, and most of them never see the light of day. So it was sort of. I just did feel special though while we were shooting it. Like I did feel it felt different. Like it just the energy was so nice. Like I definitely had taken like a break from acting. Like I was sort of thinking I was just going to be a screenwriter. And so it kind of reignited my love for acting. And I was like, oh, I like this. Like I love doing this with these people. Like this is actually something I do want to keep doing. And so, yeah, so I think that special feeling translates onto the screen and is probably why so many people have liked it. And it's actually going to be seen by people.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Marlene and Zach, you guys were in the audience at South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Was it like, because when I watched it, I was laughing and crying and sniffling and screaming and hiding. Like, did you? Because I can't wait to see it in the theater. Did you experience that?
Yes, all of it.
Oh, cool.
And the audience too, and they laughed when they were supposed to laugh. And I mean, I know the movie, and I was like, you squirm, and it's all of it. It's all of it, and it was so. Wonderful, because we have all been around doing this a long time, and sometimes they don't get it. Ones, but this one was like when the train left the station, man, we all took that ride with it, and it's just the right length. It was what a really good. And another thing is we haven't been to the theater in so long, not me especially. It was just thrilling. And you guys are thrilling. I loved your relationship. I felt for you guys. I was like, stop being an idiot. This man loves you. I mean, I didn't even know the movie. I was like in it. So I can't wait for you guys to experience it with an audience.
Me too.
I'm literally thinking about moments like of each of you, like Adam, when you come on and you say, yeah, take off your shirt. Yeah, no time for that. Take off your shirt. Like in the doctor's office, like people are just like, oh God, like it's hilarious. Maddie, when you come in and do your speech with the like, okay, I have a meeting in Santa Monica at 7. Bye. I'm so excited for us. Oh, the line that kills me is you always go. It's
hard for you. Things are
I know it's been hard for you lately, and people their shit. It was lit, like every night at the theater. Padge, when your face appears on screen, there's like semi-audible gasps. People just go because they're just like because they know your work, first of all. So they're like, oh shit, she's in this movie, first off. And then I mean, we craft that together. Like it's just silence, man. Like people are just so drawn in, and you can hear a pin drop. So like we nail that. And when you say antipsychotics, people lose their shit. Marlene, I mean, you're come on, like you're just a tornado, and people like every time you come in, you know what it is when you say when you break into your house, I'll break into yours.
They actually laughed.
Dude, that reveal, yeah, that was so fascinating. That was it. I mean, like that, like, I mean, it was great. Like because like people are like, oh, when they get that reveal and they laugh. It's so good. And Dev, I don't know. I mean, there's so many heartbreaking moments. Like you and I have, you know, a few scenes that like people are just like in tears about. And, you know, I don't know. Like, I think you and I, laughs are hard to come by with you and I, because, you know, we're charming and cute in the beginning, but then, you know, you really hold Will down there at the end. So it's like,
well, it's a love story between you guys. This is what I told Addison when I read it. I'm like, this is a horror story, but it's a love story, which is what I loved, and that it works out. Like, that's what I loved about this script when I first read it. That last moment to me was like, oh, these guys might just make it. You know, it was just, it's touching. Your relationship is beautiful, just beautiful.
Chemistry, baby.
Yeah, and that's something I think you can't, like, you can try to force chemistry, but I think the fact, Zach, that you as an actor are just so open and so making it about the other person at all times too. Like, you're not in yourself, like you're just fully out, and that is like, other actors just want to embrace that and then do the same thing back. So yeah, that's a testament to you being like the number one on the call sheet, and actually like the real number one for all of us as actors. So.
Yeah.
And you guys, I'm gonna go and cry in the rain in Seattle.
Is that your next movie?
No, I wish it was. That would be great. I would be a promo genius if I just like dropped that in. No, I actually flew myself out to Seattle as a late birthday present to go see John Mayer, because I'm a Psycho fan. I know, derisive artist, but like found him in high school. And like the music's just always stayed with me, and I haven't seen him for like 5 years because of the pandemic. So yeah, that's what I'm doing up here. I was like, I don't want to pay like $500 for like bad seats at the Hollywood Bowl, so I'm gonna go to Seattle and like see it. So it's my first time here. It's pretty cool.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Yeah.
Devin, when was yours? Because it was recent.
I'm the 8th. I'm the 8th.
Ah, you're early. Yeah. You're
and it was pageants not that long ago too.
Yeah, I'm a Pisces, March 10th.
What the fuck?
What about you guys? What are you? What are your signs?
5th of July. I'm a Cancer.
Me too. I'm a Cancer.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, double Cancer energy, Maddie. Well,
a lot of water. A lot of water.
A lot of water signs.
You know what we should have done is had Maddie.
Tell us all.
Yeah, because Maddie knows all of our birthdays.
Uh-oh.
She never forgets a birthday. It's weird.
Did you have us pinned, Maddie?
Wait, what?
Did you have us down? Did you figure? Are we right? Did you kind of?
There's a lot of water. I'm the only like earth sign. There's a lot of water and air. I have a Scorpio rising, so I can hang, but like there's a lot of water and air. There's like not a lot of grounded, but there's a lot of feeling and a lot of love. So I love it. I have to go, you guys, but I love you all, and I hope we get to hang out in LA and all the things.
Let's do it.
Bye, Maddie. We love you. Go be talented on the set that you're in.
I'm taking Maddie to lunch.
Maddie is, yeah, that party trick is the creepiest, dude. Like, she just remembers everyone's birthday forever. Yeah, you tell her one time, she's got you for life, and it freaks me the fuck out. It's weird.
When's Adam's birthday? Adam, what are you? A Sag?
I'm a Cancer.
You're a Cancer too?
Like me.
Wow.
Yep.
Gracie, what are you?
I'm a Scorpio. I'm November 20th.
Oh shit! Scorpio. Okay.
Had to change it up a bit.
Yeah, that's why this movie's so fucking emo, though. Just a bunch of Cancer and Pisces vibes. Like, it's just like, come on.
Swear around each other.
Yeah. Cancer start crying, and then we come right in. We're like, we got you. We got you.
Yeah.
Well, see, but this explains. Yeah. Anyway, okay. I could go all day about astrology, but enough.
I mean, with more descriptive words, if you guys could describe this movie in 3 words, what would they be? Paget, I'll start with you.
Ooh.
The least eloquent person here. 3 words, Gracie.
Nice.
Cruel. provocative, ultimately joyful.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
I don't know.
That's
Who's
good.
next?
It was fucking solid.
Devin, how about you?
Oh man, this it's hard too because there's like the part of me that was in the movie that has like 3 words, and then this part like watching the movie and sort of that would have 3 different words. I guess like as just watching the film, terrifying, like super scary, empathetic, and sweet, I guess. That's kind of.
Yeah. Adam, how about you?
Funny, scary, and necessary.
Okay.
Funny, scary, and necessary. Oh,
Because if I
And
saw that on a poster, I would want to go see that.
Fair
that's
enough.
good.
Whatever they were describing, I would want to see that.
Yeah. Marlene, what about you?
Oh man, funny, scary, and necessary. How do you follow that up?
You know, Adam Bush is a genius.
Yeah, exactly. It was exciting. It was terrifying. And I'm going to steal from Adam and say necessary. I like necessary.
Zach, we'll end it off with you.
Sure, I've had the most time to think about it, but no, but I'm still confused, which is why it's such an important film. A word that keeps coming up for me a lot is cathartic. Cathartic, challenging for me, among other people.
Yeah.
And respectful. I think there's something about, and maybe that's not like the flashiest review, like come see the movie. It's respectful. No one wants to see that, but I mean respectful in terms of the themes and the characters' stories that, you know, it's been very rare that I've seen anything that represents something so fully and artistically at the same time. And these are really challenging themes, you know what I mean? It's a lot easier to do if it's like a car chase. That's pretty, you know, it's easy to be respectful to a car chase. We know what that is. But mental health, it's like, come on, man, like this is deep, hard shit that everybody deals with. So
I want to clarify my use of the word provocative, because what I meant was like, I'm hoping it will provoke a conversation and an awareness and a thought process over what it is, all of the themes that were in the movie. So I'm sorry, I'm defending my words.
No, we like provocative.
Because it does. I think people will take different outcomes from those images, those things that happen, and what is resolved. I think people can find the answer that works for them in the journey that was presented, which is so exciting to me about
and they already have. I don't know if you guys read reviews. I do, because fuck it. The thing is that like, no,
I do.
Yeah, fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because that's art, right? Like there's no reason to be scared of it, because at the end of the day, like some people are going to love it and some people are going to hate it. What's interesting is why. And to your point, it's like some people came into this expecting a horror movie, and it's clear that they have like a very specific idea of that. And what's so interesting about this film is that like dealing with your own psychosis and how that affects your life is one of the, for me anyway, one of the scariest things that I've ever encountered. And I've seen it just, you know, destroy families and destroy people. And you know, and I've also seen people navigate through it. It's just, it's you know, to have a preconceived idea of what a horror movie is coming into this film, and then laugh your ass off for half of it.
Yes.
It's like, that's confusing. And it's because the movie is provocative. It you know, it's like a choose your own path thing. It's like people see their own experience in it. And if you've been, I hate this word, but fortunate enough to not have to encounter mental health challenges in your life or be adjacent to it in a negative way, it's hard to connect with this film because you're expecting just a romp of a horror movie. That's not what this is. It's so much more complicated.
Yes.
You know, and it's funny because it is hilarious sometimes when you're going through these crises. It's like, it's as sad as it is, it's like there's beautiful moments, and it's life. It's fucking life. And so yeah, it's billed as a horror movie. Sure, there is horrific themes and elements, but it is so much more complicated than that. And but to your point, Paget, it is so provocative. So
definitely. Well, it was so great talking to all of you guys, and congratulations on the movie again. It was amazing, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. I love you all.
Thank
You
you.
guys are
Guys, I'm
amazing.
so excited to see you.
All right.
We'll see each other here in LA hopefully soon.
Yes, yeah, I
Yes.
hope so.
Let's do it.